Good evening. Welcome to this segment of Louisiana Heartbeats, and I'm your host for this evening, Ms. Deanie, and I have some awesome guests in the studio with me. As a matter of fact, we'll be speaking with them shortly, but don't move, because we want you to enjoy this, what God have, okay? So we're going to welcome Sasha Monet and her father, Mr. Kenyatta Small. Thanks for joining us this evening here on Louisiana Heartbeats. And you know what? I want to let our listening audience know that Miss Sasha Monet is the winner of the 2015 Lafayette Idol, also an entertainer. Again, we want to congratulate her. I'll cheer for her. And her dad, who's a loving father, whom I had a chance to meet you during a play that we were doing. But anyway, tell everybody about you and Sasha. Sasha, I'm sorry.
Well, Sasha is, she's a great child. She's very talented, and she's really blown me away with, many things that she's had an opportunity to do the last few years. And it's really grown from where it started from, and it's grown.
Well, you guys are from New Iberia?
Yeah.
Am I right? And I had a chance to meet you guys. I met them in November when we were part of the cast, the play Haley, written by Kemet Najee. Whoop, whoop for Kemet. But you played the young Haley, and when I heard you sing, it just blew me away. Right after that, Lafayette Idol became available. What was that experience like?
Well, it all just kind of fell together from the play to Lafayette Idol. I mean, there were so many people that were involved in getting me towards all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Lafayette Idol, that was tough. I was pretty nervous. I mean, there was about 400 people that auditioned, right?
300 to 400 people.
400 people, and I mean, out of those 400 people, I won. So, that was a good day.
Yeah. Well,
that was a big accomplishment for me, at least. I never thought that I could do that until I did it, and I mean, I was really overwhelmed.
Let's go back just a little bit, because you said you never thought that you could do that, but Dad already knew at the beginning of your journey, because God placed him in position.
Right.
When did you know that Sasha Monet was going to be where she is now? And then she's going further, but where she is now?
Well, as a parent, you start out, you see your child singing or acting or playing football. Maybe they throw a ball or shoot a ball better than someone, but she would be around the house and she would sing. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of kids sing at 4 and 5, and some of those notes were kind of, So I would tell my wife one day, I said, I think Sasha can sing. Mm-hmm. And so to make sure I wasn't just bringing in parental bias, I asked a friend of mine that I work with if he knew anyone that taught singing, lessons or whatnot. And he suggested someone. In fact, we went to Bro's Music Studio here in Lafayette. And we started working with some people there, and they concurred what I thought, that, yes, Mr. Small, she has a very strong voice. Yeah, I think you got something here. And so we started working at Bro's Music Studio with Miss Sylvia, and she started working with Sasha, and she would sing. They'd have the little recital, and then she'd sing, and that grew to singing in front of people, and it kind of started from there. You want me to go through the whole journey now, or you want me to?
No, you know what? That says it all right there. Her steps were already ordered, because, as a matter of fact, when you mentioned Bro's studio, that's where I go. And Mr. Bro was a guest a while back. But that's what, you didn't just say, oh, it's nothing.
Right.
Some people do throw that, oh, it's nothing.
Right.
You asked the Lord to guide your steps in raising your kids, and you and your beautiful wife, y'all on this journey with her now. And so from singing in recitals, went to stage play and winning. I must say, y'all, 2015 Lafayette Idol. But it didn't stop there because you were at Festival Noel, what is it, Noel, a Kitty Aunt, Christmas?
Yeah.
They loved you there.
Yeah,
I was so
yeah.
honored to be the MC for that night. But we're gonna fast forward it right now because this young lady and her family, her dad as her manager, what better person, all right? She just completed a movie that will be out, and the name of the movie is
He Watches Over Me.
He Watches Over Me, and starring alongside of someone who we love to watch till this day on Martin. What's his name?
Tommy Ford.
Tommy Ford and Miss Brooks.
Golden Brooks.
Golden
from,
Brooks.
She used to play on Girlfriends, and she
Awesome.
did a few movies.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Because I had phoned you for something, and you said, well, Miss Deanie, we're getting ready to.
We get ready to go to California.
Yes.
Film a movie, right?
So tell us about that time. Tell us about when you received the phone call or the email. Yes, come on down. Fly
Yeah,
out
talk
to meet
about
us.
that.
Actually, it started out. We were going out to eat one day, and my dad was coming meet us because he was coming from work, and he rushed in. He's like, "Sasha, you're never gonna believe what May Chapman. She's a casting director that's got me parts and
You want to mention her name, May
opportunities
Chapman.
beyond anyone could think of." And she's like, "I think Sasha has a movie coming up," and she was saying how the producer and director, they were talking about what they wanted in that specific character, whatever, and she's like, every single thing that they said just made me think about you. So she called.
Look at God.
My dad told me about it or whatever, and we kept in contact. And I ended up going on audition in Baton Rouge, right? And that day I ended up being really, really sick.
Flu.
I had the flu. Well, I didn't know I had the flu at first. But I went in there, I auditioned, I sang through it, kind of hit a little bad notes, but I sang through it. And after that, I'm like, man, I probably messed that up because I didn't feel well at all. And so after that, I went to the doctor and they ended up saying I had the flu. But a couple of days after, she called and she was like, you got the part. And I was
Look
like,
at God. When God is in control, and that's what I want, what we want parents to know and young people out there. Though there's someone watching. No, not we know that there's someone watching right now. But there are many who are watching and they're saying that that'll never happen to me. Well, we're here to let you know that yes, it can happen to you
anything is possible.
if you put God first. That's the whole idea of this Louisiana Heartbeats, because God loves us so much. And because you didn't give up on what his promise was, God's promise to us is that if we serve him in spirit and in truth, my pastor, y'all, Pastor Alonzo and Ollie Frank, if we serve him in spirit and truth, he is going to open that door. Now, I know y'all face obstacles. I know that. Your first, but we could see that through those setbacks, that you did not let that stop you. Y'all use that as a stepping stone.
Well, just the movie in itself, when she got the part in Baton Rouge, it went about 2 weeks and we didn't hear anything from May or from the producer, so we started kind of getting worried. So when we did talk to her, she said that the movie had been moved to California and that the producer, because of budget concerns, was really leaning toward California actors because
didn't have to fly
so he didn't have to fly us out
there.
there. She's 16, she can't come alone. You know, he has to house us, he has to, feed us and everything else. So she had to re-audition for him to prove her worthiness, even though the Baton Rouge people that was at the audition really wanted her. And we just kept the faith that, this movie was really for her because we knew it would open some doors for her. So, just that in itself is a testament to just having faith that it's going to work out. And she auditioned, she got it, and I must say they are very excited that they chose her, and we know that will open some more doors for her.
That's
In
it.
fact, we already do know that there's some more movies coming up.
So y'all understand what Mr. Small is saying to you guys, that don't doubt yourself. That's the trick of the enemy, to put something in the front of us and say, oh no, I won't get it, I won't get it. But, we are living testimonies of what God is doing. If we keep our hands to what we're doing, like the older people would say, keep our hands on the gospel plow, we can move forward. Now, I know that you're in school. How is it in school for you now that?
Well, since all of that happened, I definitely have some new friends that, come up.
Yeah.
But, otherwise, I still have, my main friends, the ones that were there before all of that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of people who support me and, check up on me every now and then, check up on me more now.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're always waiting for me, see what's next. And I was like, you're so special. Even before all of this happened, they're like, you're so special. Everybody tells me that. I'm like, I can never understand what is so special about me. But as I'm getting older now, I'm starting to see that, I'm not really normal.
No, God has his hands on you, and just remember to keep him first. No matter what it looks like, there's going to be things that want to pull you to the left, pull you to the right, but just stay focused on the Lord. Now, we do understand that, and all of this, your dad is your manager, but your mom, give a shout out to your mom, because I understand that she's the lady who picks out your wardrobe. She's there with you. I had a chance to meet her, so we want to give a shout out to your mom.
Yeah, my family, they support a lot. I think if, they just do so much, whether it's something little or something big, they're just there. And
that's what's important.
That support, that is really important to me.
Family.
And it's really special because,
Family.
you
Now,
feel like you're not doing it by yourself.
Again, if you guys want to reach out to Sasha Monet, her information is at the bottom of the screen. Reach out. I'm serious. You won't be disappointed. Youth Sunday, whether you're here or you're abroad, call them up, because God put her on this path, and what better people, like I said, to put as her leader, your dad. Now, we understand that Miss Sasha Monet is going to sing for us at the end of the show. So don't get up yet. You're not thirsty. Don't believe that. You don't want any popcorn right now. Just get it later. Again, I'm Miss Deanie, your host of this segment of Louisiana Heartbeats, and my guests in the studio are Miss Sasha Monet and her loving dad, Mr. Small. And, yes, she's from here, Iberia, New Iberia, and she is not only the winner of the 2015 Lafayette Idol, but she is an entertainer. She not only sings, she acts, and that's something. But why don't we give a shout out to the place of worship, your pastors, or, you want to speak on their behalf?
Well, I probably would really have two. He's more, because he's Baptist, my mom's Catholic, but I kind of go towards the Catholic side of it. But either
She
one.
goes to, tell her what church you go to.
I go to St. Edward's in New Iberia.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we go to St. Jude's down there. Kind of skip around. I don't really stay in one church. I just go around. Sometimes I go with him to his Baptist church, Mount Calvary.
Mount
Go to
Calvary.
Mount Calvary, New Iberia, under Mark Lewis, pastor, and my mom's a member of Progressive. We were there for many years. Sasha was raised. She sang at Progressive many times, and I have a strong Baptist background, and my wife's Catholic, and she has a strong Catholic background, and we just make it work.
Because
we
we
merge
put
our
God
faith
first.
together, and we make it work.
Always.
Putting God first, and that's what, God, He ordained family. And we've gotten away from, many people have gotten away from that family. No one wants to speak about it, like the father left the home, the mother left the home, and all this. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that the father is very much present in the home. And there with his daughter. And y'all have a son.
Yes.
You want to send a shout out to him? Because
Kyson.
you hear that? You hear that? They're talking about you. Yes, they
My
are.
son Kyson Small,
Yeah,
he's 10 years old.
That's
and,
my baby.
And we'll be going to the 5th grade next year.
Well, all
And
right.
we're working on his talent. We're working on his
Honest
talent.
time.
You know, what about, there's a young girl out there who feels that something went wrong somewhere down her path. And what advice could you give to her? Maybe someone teased her so much, made fun of her. She hit a note, like you said, that didn't sound like other people wanted her to sound, so she shied away from that gift. What advice would you give to that young person, whether it be male or female? What advice would you give to them?
Don't stop. I mean, from a religious perspective, just think about it as a path that you're going on in life. Yes, there's a path, and yeah, you're gonna get to the end. You set the goal. God orders your steps, but they never said there'd be any bumps in the road or anything any red lights or yellow lights or things you have to slow down from. Just keep going because you're gonna make it to the end if you set it.
Wow.
And on the heels of that, we were talking about our journey earlier that we went to Bros Music Studio and we started, we left there, we went to John Robert Powers in New Orleans, and she stayed there 2 years. My wife and I would bring her to New Orleans every Saturday for acting and for singing lessons. And from there, we went to a group called Louisiana Kids. And that
done a lot.
organization did a lot for Sasha because they gave her confidence in
Stage
terms
presence.
of singing in front of people, large audiences, and building confidence. That's important. As I would tell her, even with the Lafayette Idol, when she won that, because you're going to get nervous, even though you know you can do something, nerves start setting in, and that's part of the problem, when you get nervous. So fighting through that, fighting through the nerves when anxiety kicks in, and still sounding good to people. And, each one of these opportunities, her singing led to meeting Miss May Chapman, who we met through my sister, but it was because of her singing that opened the door to meet May, for May to be interested in her, to whereas when this particular movie came about, she thought about her.
Look
And so
at God.
I guess what I'm saying is one thing led to another, and if you want to be successful in something, just keep building toward it and working. But I tell her all the time that, if you love something, go after it with reckless abandon.
That's it.
I will support her in her journey. I would prefer her to go into something that she loves and fail at it than to go into something she does not really want to do. You know what I mean? And live a life of unhappiness. So I'll support her as long as she has a
That
vision.
is awesome. You said her gift. The Bible speaks of that. Your gift will make room for you. God will make certain of that to be placed among great. And other people will say they ain't nobody. But you know what? Woe unto them, because that's what I call porch sitting people who just sit and talk about it and don't do anything. But there's still hope. Because I was once a person just to sit there and just talk about what I could do instead of really stepping up to the plate and doing what I know that the Lord called me to do. And by stepping up to that plate and putting my hand on that plow, it's what plow, Ms. Dean? I'm talking about the gospel plow. The gospel, which is Jesus Christ. Not everybody's going to like you. So let's get that, we have to set, we have to set that. Not everyone's going to like you when you decide to do what God say do. But all the outcome is great. It's great. Now, I know that you have a song that you're going to sing, but before we let her sing, again, how can they reach you? We know that the information was at the bottom of the screen, but it's not there. How can they reach you?
They can email me at that email address, ksmallswell@yahoo.com. That'll be the best thing. I'm on Facebook. Sasha's on Facebook.
Instagram.
She's on Instagram. What's the Instagram?
Instarific.
Instarific. And she's on Facebook. I'm working on a fan page for her. So that'll be out soon. It's under Sasha Monet, which is our stage name that we've been pushing. So just get with us, and we'll be glad to have her come to your event.
All right. And you know what? Listen, put this on a DVR recorders, because you know what? Sasha Monet is getting ready to sing for us. As we begin to close, she's going to sing a song for us, and it's something that you all know. Sing right along, please, because we are here to inspire you in God's word. And while she's getting up, Dad, I want to say thank you Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to travel, y'all, because the rain is not good outside.
No.
But Lord, we thank you for the rain.
And I want to thank you for the opportunity. Also.
You know, but
You've been
again,
great.
thank you. You know, I thank God for our connection. Like I
Yes.
said, Mr. Kemet Najee, whoop, whoop.
Yep.
But, you know, I also want to say shout out to my Pastors Alonzo and Ali Frank out at Spirit and Truth. But we must say, Miss Sudi, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. We're preparing for Sasha. Again, we wish you all a great evening. And let the words that we gave to you guys, don't just go in one ear and out the other. Let it fall on good ground. The Word of God says some fell on stony, but let it fall on good ground. And you're going to hear her voice as you go to sleep tonight. Young people, don't let nobody tell you because of where you are or who you came from that you can't make it. They're a liar. I'm a living witness. I'm a product of that. Girl wouldn't be nothing. I thank God. We thank God for Brandon and Kenneth, for what they're doing for us. They're giving me cues. They also, you know, we got to do what we have to do. But are y'all ready for Sasha Monet? Are they ready, Mr. Small?
Is there?
They're ready. So, Sasha, go ahead on and lead us out with that beautiful voice as she sings.
I had enough heartache and enough headache. I've had so many ups and downs. Don't know how much more I can take. See, I've decided that I've cried my last tear yesterday. Either I'm gonna trust you, or I may as well walk away. 'Cause stressing don't make it better, no. Don't make it better, no way. See, I've decided that I've cried my last tear yesterday. Oh, yesterday. Oh, yesterday. See, I've decided to put my trust in you. Oh, yesterday.